Good morning, welcome to Hindi is Easy. Today we are going to do the line by line reading and explanation of the lesson Surdas Ke Path, lesson number 12, class 7 from the book Gunjan Hindi Patmala. If you still not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel and recommend among your friends circle. If you have any clarification or feedback, please do put in the comment section and surely reply back. If you like the video or the video is useful for your learning, please do click the like button. Your subscription and like will motivate me to add more videos. So before getting to the explanation, let's see the introduction which is given in the book. बातों बातों में सूरदास कौन थे, उनकी रचनाओं में किसका वर्णन मिलता है. So who is Surdas? Surdas was a devotee of Lord Krishna and one of the major poets of Bhakti period. His verses, his composition expresses the deep devotion, love and motherly affection. उनकी रचनाओं में किसका वर्णन मिलता है. So Surdas' writings mainly describes the childhood place of Lord Krishna, Krishna's beauty, his virtues, the affection of Mother Yashoda, the greatness and divine grace of God, and the life of the people of Braj. So he will be explaining the importance of praying to God, the miracles that happens because of God's blessing. All those things are well portrayed in his poems. बाल कृष्ण की रोचक कहानियाँ सुनाएं. So you would have heard elders saying the stories of Krishna's childhood, right? So some stories which related to stealing of butter, how he used to steal the butter from home with the help of his friends, and Krishna asking for butter from the Gopikas. Yashoda has tied Krishna in the okali, in the mortar, and how Krishna used to graze the cows. So the happenings, his naughtiness, his innocence, everything is well portrayed in the stories. So you would have heard as a poem or stories from someone, or you would have been telling to someone too. ये पद कृष्ण भक्त कविवर सूरदास द्वारा रचित है. So the below given lesson, the lines are composed by Surdas, who is a great devotee of Lord Krishna. कृष्ण भक्त इज डिवोटी ऑफ लॉर्ड कृष्ण. सूरदास का कृष्ण के प्रति अगाध प्रेम था. सो सूरदास हैड ए इमेंस लव फॉर लॉर्ड कृष्ण. प्रथम पद में उन्होंने ईश्वर की महिमा का वर्णन किया. सो इन द फर्स्ट स्टैंजा ही हैज प्रेज्ड द गॉड एंड डिस्क्राइब्ड अबाउट इट. और जिसकी कृपा से असंभव कार्य भी संभव हो जाते हैं. एंड थ्रू हिज ब्लेसिंग्स, थ्रू हिज ग्रेस, द इम्पॉसिबल टास्क ऑल्सो बिकम्स पॉसिबल. असंभव इज इम्पॉसिबल, संभव इज इट गेट्स पॉसिबल थ्रू हिज ब्लेसिंग्स एंड ग्रेस. द्वितीय पद में कृष्ण की बाल सुलभ चेष्टाओं और लीला का तथा यशोदा माँ के वात्सल्य और स्नेह का वर्णन है. सो इन द सेकेंड स्टैंजा इफ यू सी, इट डिस्क्राइब्स कृष्णा's childlike actions and the love the mother Yashoda has towards Lord Krishna. So those description is given in the second stanza. बाल सुलभ चेष्टाओं means like childlike actions. Leela is the naughtiness that he does. Yashoda Ma ke vatsalya aur sneh ka varnan. So Yashoda Ma's love and affection is described in the second stanza. So before getting into the lesson, let's see the Kavi Parichay which is given in the book. Kavi Parichay. भक्ति काल की कृष्ण भक्ति शाखा के प्रमुख कवि सूरदास का जन्म ब्रज प्रदेश के रुनकता नामक ग्राम में सन 1479 में हुआ था. So Surdas, a prominent poet of Krishna devotee of the Bhakti period, was born in the village of Runakta in Brij region in 1479. इनकी प्रसिद्ध रचनाएं, so his famous works include सुरसागर, साहित्य लहरी, सुरसारावली. सन 1580 में पारसौली नामक स्थान पर इनका स्वर्गवास हो गया. So in the year 1580 he passed away at the place Parsoli. So he is Surdas. So he was born in the year 1483 in Shihi, Faridabad, Delhi Sultanate, and died in 1580s in Parsoli under Mughal Empire. So Surdas was a 16th century, a blind Hindu devotional poet and a singer who was known for his work written in praise of Lord Krishna. His composition captured his devotion towards Krishna. Most of his poems are written in Braj language, while some were also written in other dialects like Awadhi. This is the postage stamp on Surdas issued by India Post on 1st October 1952. So he is very known for influencing the bhakti movements of those time. His book Sur Saga is traditionally attributed to Surdas, and it focuses on description of Krishna. Braj is the region where Krishna is said to have spent his childhood. So he is attracted to Lord Krishna. Surdas was appreciated and praised by many other poets for his poetic skill, especially in depicting Hari's playful acts when he narrates Krishna's Leelas, a reference to Krishna's divine activities. Surdas also composed poems about Ram and Sita, but primarily he focused on Lord Krishna and his deeds. That was a quick introduction about the poet. So I have few questions to ask you children. So do you know any incidents of Lord Krishna's childhood? Have you ever seen the serials depicting the pranks of Balkrishna? So what I am going to learn after reading this poem? We will be able to know about the poet and the literature of Bhaktikal, about Braj Bhasha, the gestures of Lord Krishna. We'll be able to understand the motherly love of Yashoda. So the feeling of love and devotion towards God, understanding of the glory and faith of God, childlike spontaneity and simplicity, how a child will react, how simple a child can be, feeling of joy and love we can learn, feeling of affection, understanding of mother's love and cares. Such life values we can learn from this poem. To brief, in the first stanza, the great poet Surdas praises the glory of God. So in his devotional verses, he says that with the God's grace, even impossible things can become possible. So to receive God's grace, what we have to do? We have to pray devotionally at his feet with a pure heart. And in the second stanza, the poet describes the childlike behavior of Balkrishna, who has just learned to crawl, and in a golden jewel-studded courtyard, when Balkrishna sees his reflection, he mistakes that there is another child, and he tries to laugh loudly, runs to catch hold of that reflection. Mother Yashoda is mesmerized to see the two teeth when Lord Krishna laughs after seeing the reflection. So this all is well depicted in the second stanza. Simply we can say the first stanza, as a devotee, Surdas has described the glory of Krishna, saying the grace of the Lord, even the impossible task becomes possible. And in the second stanza, Surdas has described the childlike action of Lord Krishna and the motherly love of Yashoda. Now let's read the poem to understand further. So have a pencil with you to note the meanings. So this is not a general Hindi language, it's in Braj Bhasha. So pronunciation will also differ, so kindly write the Hindi or English meaning. Charan Kamal Bando Harirai, Jaki Kripa Pangu Girilange, Ande ko sab kachu darsai, Bahiro sune gung puni bolai, Rank chalai sir chatra darai, Surda Swami Karunamai, Bar bar bando tihi pai. So let's read one more time. Charan Kamal Bando Harirai, Jaki Kripa Pangu Giri Langai, Ande ko sab kachu darsai, Bahiro sunai gung puni bolai, Rank chalai sir chatra darai, Surda Swami Karunamai, Bar bar bando tihi pai. So charan is feet, Kamal is lotus, Bandav is to pray, to vandana karna, Hari is Lord Krishna, Rai is the mercy, the daya, the kindness of Lord Krishna. Jaki is horse, Kripa is blessing, Pangu is the handicap, Langda, who can walk in one leg. Pangu is handicap. Giri is mountain. Langai is to cross. Ande is blind. Ande ko is to the blind. Sabu kachum is everything. Darsai is can see. So in the first stanza, the poet, while describing the glory of Krishna, says that with the grace of my Lord, even impossible becomes possible. Charan Kamal Bando Harirai. So lotus feet. So I worship the lotus like feet of Lord Krishna. Jaki Kripa Pangu Giri Lange. Lange Ande Ko Sab Kachu Darsai. So whose grace enables the lame to cross the mountains. So Pangu is handicapped, the lame person can also cross the mountains if he has the grace of Lord Krishna. And the blind people can also see everything. Even the blind can see everything if he has the grace of Lord Krishna. So these two lines describes the infinite grace of Lord Krishna. Here Surdas says that we will bow to the feet of Lord's grace, which is like a lotus, and who has the grace. So with his grace, even the handicapped, the person who doesn't have the leg, can cross the mountain, and the blind person can see again everything. Hiro Sunai Gung Puni Baule. Bahiro is the deaf person who cannot hear. Sunai is can hear. Gung is the dumb, the mute person who cannot talk. Puni means again. Baulai is can talk. Rank is pauper, very poor person. Chatra is the crown. Dharai means wearing it. Sir is head. Surdas Swami is for Lord Krishna here. Karunamai is kind. Bar is again and again. Bando is doing the prayer, pratna. Tihi is the pronoun used for hone, for the Lord Krishna. Pai is to get. In these two lines, Surdas says that even the deaf can hear, or even the dumb can talk again. Puni means again he can speak. So காது தெரியாதவனுக்கும் காது கேட்கும், பேச முடியாதவங்க கூட பேச முடியும். Rank chale, poor person who is a pauper also will be having the crown like a king, and he'll be moving around. So Rang chale sir chatra dharai means he'll be walking with a crown over his head. In the sense, even the pauper will become king if he has the grace of Lord Krishna. Surdas Swami Karunamai. Surdas says, my Lord Krishna, you are very merciful, you are very kind. Bar, again, I repeatedly want to worship his feet to attain him. Une pai means I have to get Lord Krishna. So to attain him, I will be repeatedly worshipping his feet. Who? Surdas. So in the first stanza, Surdas has praised his beloved Lord Krishna and glorified his grace, right? So he explains that he will be worshipping the lotus-like feet of Lord Krishna, by whose grace a lame can cross the mountain, a blind can see, a deaf person can hear, a dumb, a mute person can speak again, and a pauper, a beggar can wear a crown and become like a king if they have the grace of Lord Krishna. And finally Surdas says that I'll be worshipping the feet of Lord Krishna again and again to attain him. So if you are praying to the God with a pure heart, the God's blessing will make anything to happen. The lame can cross the mountains, the blind can see again, the deaf can hear again, the dumb can speak again. The poor person, like a beggar, can become like a king. So by Lord's grace, everything is possible. So to attain God, Surdas is ready to pray again and again in his feet. This is written in Braj language. Okay, here the love and devotion is expressed. So here there is a metaphor is used, Charan Kamal, where lotus like, the feet is considered to be like a lotus. In the freestyle, the poet has used the words portraying the love and devotion towards Lord Krishna. Now let's do the second stanza. So in the second stanza, the emperor of Vatsalya Ras. Vatsalya Ras is parental affection, the parental love. So here Surdas has described the childhood gestures of Lord Krishna and the affection of Mother Yashoda in such a beautiful way that it touches our heart and it makes us to feel overwhelmed. Let's read this once and then I'll give the meanings. Kilkat Kana Gutru Vani Avat मणिमय कनक नंद के आंगन बिंब
पकरिम्बै दावत
कबहू निरकी हरि आपू चाह को करसों पकरन चाहत किलकी हसत साजती द्वे दतिया पुनी पुनी तीही अवगाहत कनक भूमि पर कर पग चाया वह उपमा एक राजती प्रतिकर प्रतिपद प्रतिमान बसूदा कमल बैठकी साजती बाल दशा सुख निरखी जसोदा पुनी पुनी नंद बुलावती आंचरा तरले डांकी सूर के प्रभु को दूध पियावती. Surdas. So write the meaning. Khilkat is laughing. So the child will be laughing loudly when in a happy mood or in a sad mood. Khilkat is khilkari marna. So loudly, happily giving a sound, or even during the sad time the kids will be making the sound. The sound that is made by the kids we say khilkari, khilkat. Kana is Lord Krishna here. Gutru Vani is crawling. So gutno ke bal, so using the knees the child crawls, right? Avat is comes. Manimai Kanak. Manimai is where lot of pearls are there. Kanak is gold. Nandke Angan, the courtyard of Nand. Nand is father of Lord Krishna. Bimb is the reflection. Bimb is reflection. Pakirimbe Davat. Pakirimbe is to catch. Davat is running. So to catch the reflection, Lord Krishna runs, crawls faster. Khilkat is laughing very loudly. Kana is Lord Krishna. Guturvani is crawling, taking the help of the knee for the moment. Avat is comes.
Manimai is with lot of gems. Money, the different types of gems we have, right? Pearls or stones.
Kanak is gold. Nand Kai Angan is the courtyard of Nand. Nand is father of Lord Krishna. Bimb is the reflection. Pakrimbe is to catch. Davat is runs. Here Krishna assumes seeing the reflection of his own on the golden floor as if some other kid is there in front of him, and he runs to catch hold of that reflection. So that description only is given here. So Krishna moves forward on his knees, giggling with the joy, making a lovely sound, happily making a giggling sound, and he moves forward. Manimai Kanak Nand ke Angan Bib Pakrimbe Dhavat. So Baba Nand is the father of Lord Krishna's courtyard is golden and studded with lot of gems and pearls. So courtyard will look so golden and studded with gems and pearls. The child Krishna is able to see his own reflection on the floor. So seeing the reflection, Lord Krishna runs to catch hold of that reflection. So here Lord Krishna sees his own reflections on the golden floor of Nand Baba's courtyard, and he assumes there is some other child in front of him. Giggling with the joy, he moves forward in his knees to catch hold of that reflection. So this is observed by Mother Yashoda. With the knees only, Lord Krishna is moving. Lord Krishna here feels that there is one more boy who is in front of him, and he tries to catch hold of that boy. Kabuhu nirki hari apu chah ko karso pakaran chahat. So here kabuhu is kapse, from when. Nirki is see, from when, seeing. Hari apu, Hari is Lord Krishna here. Apu chah ko, so your reflection. So how long you are seeing your reflection, Lord Krishna? Chahon ko is reflection. So Lord Krishna is seeing his reflection for a long time. So pakaran chahat, and he gets an interest to hold that, to catch that reflection. So chahat is interest. Pakaran is to catch. So Pakaram is that one. Other பிடிக்கிறதுக்கு அவருக்கு இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் வந்துருச்சு, அந்த ரிஃப்ளெக்ஷனை பிடிக்கிறதுக்கு. ஸோ ஹியர் த poet says that for a long time Lord Krishna is staring at his own reflection and has got an interest to catch hold of that reflection. அவரோட ஷேடோ அவரே பார்த்துட்ருக்காரு, அதை பிடிக்கணும் அப்படின்றது அவருக்கு தோணுது. ரொம்ப நேரமாக பார்த்துட்டு போயிருக்கு, அவருக்கு அதை பிடிக்கணும் அப்படின்ற ஒரு ஆசை வருது. Kilaki hasat sajati dve datiya puni puni tihi avagahat. So kilki, so when he is giggling, when he is laughing loudly, when he is laughing, asat is laughing. So when he is laughing loudly, so there are two teeth, dve is two, datiya is teeth. So you are able to see two beautiful tiny teeth which look so beautiful. Puni puni tihi avagahat. And puni puni means again and again. Tihi is unhe, that is a pronoun. Avagahat means it is shown. Is shown. So when Lord Krishna is laughing, giggling, the two tiny beautiful teeth are shown again and again. So Kilki hasas sajati, which is so beautiful. Sajati here is beautiful. It is so wonderful to see the two tiny teeth again and again when he laughs.
कनक भूमि पर करपग छाया ये उपमा एक रजाती. कनक भूमि is golden surface of the land.
Karpag, kar is hand, pag is leg. Chaya is its own reflection, the shadow. Ye upama ek rajati. So a very beautiful scene is created there. It decorates a beautiful scene over there. So on the golden studded ground, when Balkrishna is keeping his hands and legs and moving forward, seeing the own reflection, a beautiful scene is created all around. So the shadow of his hands and feet fall on this golden studded ground, and a beautiful analogy comes to the mind. The beautiful scene comes to the mind. The beauty comes to the mind as he walks on his knees on the earth.
Pratikar, Pratipad, Pratiman Basuda. Pratikar is each and every hand. Pratipad is each and every leg. Pratiman is a pattern. Basuda is earth.
Kamal Baitiki Sajati. So Kamal is lotus, Baitiki is the seed, Sajati is decorates. When the Lord Krishna is moving his hand and legs on this golden earth, Mother Earth is preparing a lotus seat for him to hold the hands and legs. So here the very beautiful imagination comes to the poet, where when Lord Krishna is keeping his hands and legs and moving forward to catch hold of its own reflection, here Mother Earth is preparing a lotus seat for his hands and legs. So Pratikar, for each and every hands that Lord Krishna keeps forward, for each and every leg
which he takes to move forward, a pattern, a model is created by Mother Earth.
The Mother Earth is preparing a lotus seat
for each and every step of his hands and legs when Lord Krishna moves forward, crawls forward.
The poet brings a beauty of Shri Krishna's lotus-like hands and legs. So when he keeps his hands and legs and moves forward, the poet feels that like a lotus hands it is, or it's a lotus feet that is moving forward in the jewel-studded golden courtyard. The shadows of his hands and feet appear like blooming pink lotus. Okay. Bal dasa sukh nirkhi jasoda puni puni nand bulavati. Bal dasa is the childhood. Sukh nirkhi, so sukh is happy, so happily, sukh is happily, nirkhi is watching Jashoda. So Yashoda is very happily watching this childhood act of Lord Krishna, and puni puni is again and again Nand Bulbati. She is calling Baba Nand to come and see such beauty. Bulbati is calling. Nand is Lord Krishna's father. I'll write Lord's father, Krishna's father. So here each and every hands that are put by Lord Krishna to move forward to catch hold of the reflection. This is seem to be like a lotus flowers is blooming for each step of his hands and legs, right? Here, after seeing such beautiful scene, Yashoda is very happy and calls Nand Baba to see that beautiful scene.
Mother Yashoda is watching
Childhood act play of Shri Krishna and repeatedly calls out to Nand Baba to witness this spectacle, to see this scene. Anchara is the sari pallu, donkey is cover. Surke Prabhu, who is Surke Prabhu? Lord Krishna. Doodh is milk, piyate is to drink. Mother Yashoda takes Lord Krishna in her lap and covers him with the anchal, with the pallu, and gives milk so that no evil eye falls on the child. So she covers Krishna with her pallu and starts feeding him milk so that no one else can cast an evil eye on Lord Krishna. So very beautifully written by Surdas. So in the second stanza, the poet has beautifully described the childhood gestures of Lord Krishna and the affection of Mother Yashoda. So here, as Krishna moves forward on his knees, giggling with joy, Baba Nand's courtyard is golden,
studded with precious gems and pearls. Seeing the reflection on it, Lord Krishna runs to catch hold of its own reflection by giggling and by laughing loudly.
When he laughs, his tiny teeth look so beautiful. The shadow of his hands and feet fall on the golden studded ground and it looks so beautiful and brings a beautiful scene. As if the Mother Earth is preparing a lotus seat for each step and hands of Lord Shri Krishna. So a poet alludes to the beauty of Shri Krishna's lotus like hands and feet. So a Upma Alankar is created here where lotus like feet and hands are described by the poet. So in the jewel studded golden courtyard, the shadows of his hands and feet appears like blooming pink lotus. So Mother Yashoda, who is watching this childhood play of Lord Krishna, is repeatedly calls Nand Baba to witness this spectacle, to the scene, and she covers Krishna with her pallu and starts feeding him milk so that no one can cast an evil eye on Lord Krishna. So how beautifully Surdas has explained the love and affection of Mother Yashoda and also the childhood gestures of Lord Krishna. So hope you would have understood the poem. If you have any doubt or clarification, please put in the comment section and surely reply back. Thank you, students.